is going to be a healing for those who are inflicted with COVID-19. You can use this healing process for many different ailments in a similar sort of pattern. But the focus today is for those who are inflicted with COVID-19, and they can listen to this or its recording during the duration of the illness. If you don't have COVID-19 and you know someone who does, or you know people who do, which most people do, you can do it in a projection way so that you visualize them in front of you. Okay. Another way that it can also be done is that if you visualize, when we describe the body or the collective body, you set that the intention is for the collective root chakra as an example, or the collective solar plexus as an example. Okay. So when you set it for the collective, you don't imagine a specific person in front of you. You imagine that you see the organ or you see the chakra, and when you visualize it, you are doing it for all. All right. To recognize that healing from a physical perspective is always related to the release of thought forms that create the disturbance to begin with. Physical ailments are a result of a thought pattern that is not aligned with the soul's knowing. So when the soul knows something to be true, such as love is infinite, that the thought form that the person holds or the collective holds is that love is conditional, physical ailments arise because there's a discrepancy of vibration between the soul and the mental body. And this discrepancy of vibration starts to impact the physical body when it is ignored for some time. Okay. So there is always an origin in thought that then results in emotion, that then results in a physical ailment. So just to understand with regards to COVID-19, what is it that is the thought form that makes one susceptible to experiencing these symptoms? And the thought form relates predominantly to this heart chakra and the solar plexus. The solar plexus is about identity, judgments, and acceptance. And the heart chakra relates generally to relationships, love, including self-love. COVID-19 is predominantly about self-love and self-judgments. And so those that become susceptible, it is because they are on a journey of coming to love themselves. You could say that as a collective for the earth, that humanity is reaching a stage where it is on the journey to self-love, on the journey to awakening, on the journey to self-acceptance. And that is why this is impacting people all over the world, because all over the world, people are starting to understand that this light that sits within them is infinite, and it wants to be experienced. It wants to radiate. And so when one covers this light and doesn't allow it to radiate out fully, because of whatever conditioning or scenarios they may be experiencing, there is this experience of a discrepancy of vibration that at first makes a sign in the emotion. So you can feel a self-judgment, you can feel self-loathing, a non-acceptance, an anger with the self. And that vibration of thought impacts the emotional body, which then impacts the physical body. To assume that one can eradicate a virus like COVID-19 is delusional, because this is, of course, a divine plan. Healing arises through the embracing of the language that it offers. It is assumed that a virus is an enemy. This is also a delusion. It can be viewed as a messenger that comes to you to awaken the heart and the light within the heart that seeks to radiate through you, as you are a vessel of divinity. Does this make sense? And so, yes, you could say that many lives have been lost and many people have endured illness, but it is because the vibration of the world is changing. And this transition is a necessary transition where people move from egocentric judgments and non-acceptance into a world where love and acceptance is that which is dominant in vibration. And this love and acceptance starts with loving the self and accepting the self. There are many that are on a path and have been perhaps for years, learning to love themselves, wanting to love themselves. And then they would say, how could it be that I experience getting COVID when I am on this journey? And we would say, it is also being on this journey, that it is just the final release to enable this awakening to happen. For some people, you could say that in that final release, they transition to the realm of the infinite. And for some, they heal and recover, and they live their life with this new awareness, with a new awakening. Every physical symptom has its origin in a discrepancy of resonance, of vibration between what your soul knows, seeks to be true, and what your mind thinks. Okay? Are there any questions about this? So this healing is going to be, as we described at the beginning, for people who have COVID. If you don't have COVID yourself, and you know people who have COVID, you can also imagine everyone on the earth that has COVID, and you imagine and set intention that you are healing that body. So the body of the collective, or if there is someone specific in your family, or if there's yourself, or you have your children, etc. You imagine it and set intention for how it is that you want to do it. There is no right or wrong. But you assume that this will be a specific healing that goes through the organs and the energy centers of the body. And therefore, you can either do it for an individual or you can extrapolate it to the collective. In the extrapolation to the collective, you merely imagine the organs and the energy centers in front of you and set intention that this is the collective organ. So this will be the collective left lung as an example. All right. It's all about intention. Does anyone have any questions about this? The next thing to recognize is that as someone who holds energy, which you will be doing by listening to this session, it is not you who heals the other. It is that the other experiences a shift of vibration. And in that experience of the shift in vibration, there is a recalibration of their being. that starts to realign the mental body, the emotional body, and therefore the physical body. This recalibration only works when they also have intention to release what is the block. So it is not that one is the healer and the other is the recipient. It is that the one who is experiencing this needs to be willing to experience it and aligned with this possibility. This session is going to be guided in divine channel. And so the energy that is experienced is not the energy of any particular individual, it is source energy, that which is the infinite source of all. We're going to begin. So if you just relax and you take a deep breath in and you focus on the center of the chest, you can touch the center of the chest or the breastbone. This is the location of the heart chakra, and you're just going to activate the heart chakra. The heart chakra sits just below the breastbone, and you can imagine that the chakra system or the energy system are like collectives of nerve endings that run along the spine or through the central column of the body. And these energy centers are organs of the energy system. So they are like machines in a factory that allow for energy to move through the body. When you focus your attention on the heart chakra, you're going to just take a breath in and exhale. Imagining the breath as golden light. You breathe in golden light and you exhale. This golden light is the light of divine love. And the air that exists around you is divine love. So you are surrounded with love and held in a divine embrace. Taking a breath in and exhaling in the knowing that this air is love and this air is infinite. Allow this love to enter you. Allow this love to recalibrate your being. If you are doing this session for the collective, you set intention that your body is the body of the collective, and that as you breathe in this air and this love, you breathe it in for all in the world that are experiencing COVID. So focusing again on the center of the chest, and you're just going to take a breath in with this golden light and exhale. You're going to breathe in the air into the head. And so the head is going to light up, and you exhale all of the stress and worries. Breathing golden light into the head and exhaling worries. You're going to breathe golden light into the ears, and you're going to exhale all the things that you have been told about COVID. You're going to inhale this golden light into the ears that is transmutational, and you're going to exhale everything that you have heard about COVID. You're going to inhale golden light into the eyes, and you're going to exhale everything that you have read or seen about COVID. You inhale golden light into the eyes, and you release whatever you read or heard about it. Breathing again into the whole brain, and you're going to release all of the worries about it, all of the concerns about COVID. You breathe this light of love into the head, and you recalibrate the entire head with love. In the inhalation and exhalation, the mind is shifting, knowing it is loved. On the inhalation into the head and the exhalation, you release any worry that love may be withheld from you, divine love. Breathing again into the head and releasing the stress of what might happen. You're going to breathe into the neck and into the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is just at the center of the neck, and it goes all the way down the arms to the center of the palms of the hands. You're going to breathe golden light into the neck. And as you're inhaling, this light moves all the way down the arms to the palms of the hands. And you're going to just exhale, clearing the throat chakra. Breathing in to the throat. And you inhale the air all the way down the arms to the palms of the hands. And you exhale. You exhale the burden. Breathing in to the arms all the way to the hands. And you exhale the burden, the stress, the weight on your shoulders. What does COVID mean? With every inhalation of golden light and exhalation, you exhale the burdens, the weight of COVID, and all this responsibility that you feel. You're going to start to breathe now into the chest. And as you breathe in this golden light, you breathe it in to the back of the shoulders, the heart, the breast, and the lungs. And you exhale, feeling separate, alone. You breathe into the lungs, and you exhale loneliness. You're going to breathe in to the full chest, as well as the back of the chest, golden light. And you exhale loneliness. Breathing into the chest, filling it with golden light. And you're going to exhale sadness. Breathing in golden light into the chest and the back. And you exhale relationships that have been suffocating to you. Breathing into the chest and the back. Releasing the relationships that have suffocated you, or you believed you've been suffocated by. You breathe in the chest again, and the lungs are glowing now in golden light, and you're going to exhale any residue of self-loathing. As you breathe deeper down into the lungs, and it starts to merge where the solar plexus is, which is just below the diaphragm, you're going to exhale self-loathing. Breathing in all the way down to the diaphragm, this golden light of love, And you're going to exhale any self-judgments and non-acceptance. Breathing in to the full lungs and the diaphragm. Feeling this expansion of the chest and the diaphragm, and you're going to exhale any non-acceptance of self and any wishing your life was different. Breathing into the full expansion of the chest and the lungs, all the way through the diaphragm. You're going to exhale the unfairness of life. Breathing into the chest and the diaphragm, filling the lungs completely with the golden light of love. And you exhale the wishing that life was somehow different. Breathing in below the diaphragm, now through the solar plexus, which is just below the diaphragm. You're going to exhale any need to control things. You breathe in to the solar plexus, the stomach and the abdomen, and you exhale the need for control. Breathing into the abdomen and the intestines, this golden light of love, and you're going to release judgment, anger, and bitterness. You breathe into the liver and the gallbladder if you have it, and you exhale bitterness, resentments. You're going to breathe in the liver again, and you're going to exhale resentment, deep pain that has left you hurt. You just see on the exhalation the stories leaving the body. Every time you breathe into the liver, more stories are released that have deeply hurt you. Stories where you were deeply hurt. You release on the exhalation as this light of golden love transmutes and releases all. You breathe in, down into the intestine, and you're going to release all of the emotions you kept bottled up inside you. You can even place your hands on the intestine, on the gut, on the belly, as you breathe in, so you feel the air filling the belly. So you breathe all the way into the belly, and you exhale stored emotions. You breathe into the belly, and you exhale stored emotions. You breathe further down into the pelvis, and you release your shame and guilt. Breathing into the pelvis and releasing shame and guilt. Breathing into the hips, you're going to release frustrations and the imbalance of the masculine and the feminine. Breathing into the hips as you fill the whole torso with golden light. And on the exhalation, you release any imbalance of the masculine and feminine energy of the body. You're going to now breathe into the thighs. So you, in the inhalation, this golden light starts to move completely down the torso and into the thighs. And you're going to exhale insecurities and fear. Breathing into the thighs, all the way down the legs to the feet. And you're going to release on the exhalation insecurities and fear. Breathing in all the way down to the feet. And on the exhalation, you release any thoughts of not feeling like you belong in this world. Breathing into the legs all the way down to the feet, and you release any disconnection from this earth. You're going to breathe this golden light all the way down the torso, down the legs, out of the feet, into the earth. And the earth also is golden light. And you're going to feel a connection with the earth, and any blockage between you and connecting to the earth is released on the exhalation. So you're going to breathe into the earth and exhale. Your whole body is lit in golden light. You breathe into the earth as this golden light moves through your body into the earth, and the earth and you are one in this golden light of love. And every inhalation and exhalation, the earth is becoming brighter and brighter, and its golden light is an extension of you. And you feel the expansion in this light of love. And you say, this earth is my home, and I am this earth. It is safe to be in my home, as this earth is me. With every breath, you breathe into the earth, connected with the earth, and on the exhalation, any separation is released. On the inhalation, you start to expand in this golden light further beyond your skin, and this golden light is filling the room. The further you expand, the brighter you become, and all limitation is released. With every inhalation and exhalation, you expand brighter and brighter in this golden light of divine love. And you say, I call on divine love to be known to me. And if you are doing the healing for the collective, you say, I call on divine love to be known to us. Call on divine love to be known. And you feel the brightness of this expansion. And on the count of 3, it's going to intensify and become brighter 1,000 times. 1, 2, 3. This golden light is a burst of energy of golden light and its expansion. You've expanded beyond the house, beyond your garden, expanding beyond the streets and the community. With every inhalation and exhalation, you're expanding further and further until the whole earth and atmosphere is a ball of golden light, and you are the epicenter of that golden radiance. The further you expand, the brighter you become. And on the count of 3, it is going to intensify 1,000,000 times. 1, 2, 3. It has intensified 1,000,000 times. This whole earth and atmosphere is a bright ball of golden light that radiates out of your heart. This light of divine infinite love. It is so bright, it is almost solid. Feel the intensity of this light of love. And in this light of love, you are going to imagine that the COVID virus is like a person in front of you. If you are the one who has COVID or you are healing for someone else, you just imagine the virus is in front of you and appears as a person or a figure. You don't call on the consciousness of the virus, you just visualize it in front of you as a figure. As you are radiating in this golden light of love, and you're going to just look at this figure that is representative of the COVID virus, and you're going to say thank you, and welcome to my home. I accept you. As the earth has accepted my body, and I am this earth. Once again, You say to this figure that is representing COVID in front of you, thank you. And I am grateful for your presence. I accept you in my home, in my body, as this earth has accepted my body in its home, in its body. You just hold this moment of gratitude and you say to it again, thank you for bringing me to love, for bringing collective to love. Calling to my attention that there is a barrier of love that I have been holding on to that needs to be released. And I'm grateful for you. Again, you say to this figure that is representing COVID, thank you. I recognize that you are a divine gift and orchestration. And perhaps I couldn't see why you existed, but I'm ready to see why now. I'm ready to understand. And in this moment, you're going to allow that figure to respond to you why it has shown itself in your experience. And if you're doing this for the collective, the figure will say to you why it has shown itself for the collective. If it's not saying anything, you ask it. Why have you come to my home? What are you here to show me? Or what are you here to show us? When you have the answer, you're going to say to it, you can stay if you like. But this vibration of divine, infinite love will be uncomfortable for you as this light is bright now. It may start to become uncomfortable. And you too are this light, and you too are this love. So if you choose to stay, you can stay. And if you want to release yourself, you can release yourself. But this light is bright and is no longer a resonating vibration. And if it chooses to stay, it's okay. And if it chooses to leave, it's okay. It's to understand that you are the host of this house and you have allowed a visitor. And this visitor is welcome for as long as it feels comfortable. But this light will become brighter and brighter. And with time, it will no longer resonate. You allow this figure to walk away and you express gratitude. And then you're going to imagine that you are sitting on a chair and you're still glowing in golden light. And now you're going to focus on the top of your head where the crown chakra is. You can touch the top of the head just to create an awareness of where is this opening. And you're going to visualize luminescent liquid white light pouring in through the head. It pours in through your head and makes its way all the way down to the toes. As it pours down into the feet, it starts to fill the toes and the bottom of the feet completely with this liquid, diamond, sparkling white light. It is like a liquid light pouring in through the head all the way down to the feet. This level of liquid is rising now up through the ankles. And this liquid is a sparkling, diamond white, luminescent light. The level is rising past the ankles, up through the shins and the lower legs, all the way up to the knees. You see this liquid rising as it pours in through the head, like there's an infinite tap of a river pouring down into your body, and it is filling your body with luminescent liquid diamond light. It fills you up to the knees and then up the thighs, moving up the thighs, filling the thighs completely into the hips. And it will start to fill the hips and the sex organs and the pelvis. You're going to visualize specifically the root chakra, which is at the perineum or in between the anus and the sex organs. It's at the base of the spine. And you're going to visualize a chakra there, which is like a ball of white light. If you see it as any other color, you make it white. And you fill it with this luminescent diamond sparkly light. This light is going to pour down into the legs as the root chakra has veins that go all the way down the legs, out of the soles of the feet into the earth. So this white luminescent diamond light is pouring down the root chakra all the way down the legs as well, out of the soles of the feet. The root chakra is completely luminescent white, sparkly diamond light, all the way from the ball at the base of the spine, all the way down the legs, out of the soles of the feet. You're going to now focus on the crown again, and this liquid is pouring down into the body, and it is pouring into the body, filling the pelvis and the lower abdomen completely. And you're going to focus on the sex chakra, which is just below the belly button. It is like a ball of energy. That ball of energy is going to be filled with white, luminescent diamond light. It may appear to you as another color, but you're going to fill it with luminescent white diamond light, and you fill the sex chakra completely with this luminescent white diamond light, so that it is completely cleansed and recalibrated. You keep it as luminescent white diamond light, and you're going to see this liquid light also pour in through and interpermeate through the organs in the pelvis and the lower abdomen. This luminescent light is going to start to fill the intestines completely. In every crevice of the intestine, the small and the large, it's being washed and cleared and cleansed completely, so that you feel the intestine being rejuvenated. And this intestine is being rejuvenated and cleansed and recalibrated at every level, the physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental levels. You breathe into the intestine, taking a deep breath in, hold. And exhale any debris. Again, you're going to take a deep breath into the intestine and hold in this luminescent liquid diamond light, and exhale, breathing out all the emotion. And you know that there is a clearing completely on the physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level. And now the liquid light is going to start to fill the rest of the abdominal cavity, and it's going to move into the other organs, including the stomach, the liver. So you see it moving in through the liver in all of its little channels, filling the liver completely so that the liver is sparkling like diamond white luminescent light. From the inside of the liver, interpermeating and penetrating it completely. And in the gallbladder, if you have a gallbladder, you're going to see any stones in the gallbladder and any stones in the liver dissolving. In their dissolving now, you're going to inhale, hold, and exhale any debris from the liver or gallbladder that needs to be released. It will be released from the physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level. Again, you're going to inhale into the liver, and you see it shining bright, luminescent, white diamond light. Hold and exhale from every level. Again, now moving on to the pancreas. It's filling with luminescent liquid, white diamond light. Moving down to the kidneys, so in through the left kidney. It's being filled completely in all of its channels internally, and whatever is in there is being dissolved, recalibrated, and rejuvenated. And also into the right kidney. In every channel of the right kidney, in every crevice, all of the toxins, debris are being released so that the kidneys are both shining in this luminescent white, liquid diamond light. You're going to breathe into the kidneys, hold, and exhale all toxicity from your life on a physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level. Once again, breathing into the kidneys, hold, and when you're holding, you see the light becoming brighter, and exhale all toxicity from your life. You're going to still see the kidneys cleansing completely and rejuvenating completely. The spleen now, you're going to also fill the spleen with this luminescent liquid white light that's pouring in through the head, and it fills the spleen, cleansing it and recalibrating it completely on every level, the physical, emotional, mental, astral, and egoic levels. Excitement for life is filling the spleen. Breathe into the spleen, hold, and release any regrets of life. The spleen is completely cleansed, rejuvenated, and healthy in the shiny diamond liquid light. Now into the stomach itself. The stomach is being filled completely with this diamond light. And in the stomach, you're going to allow for a new way of processing your thoughts and emotions so that it is easy and smooth. And there is no holding on to stories that do not serve you. You're going to breathe into the stomach. It becomes brighter, hold, and release all of the stories of your life that you keep churning in your mind. It's released from the physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental levels. So the stomach is glowing completely in luminescent, liquid diamond light. And now you're going to move into the lungs. The first is going to be the left lung. You're going to breathe into the left lung from the top, and you see this liquid, luminescent diamond light move all the way down the left lung, all the way in the bronchioles, clearing it completely so that the whole left lung is glowing in luminescent diamond light. And on a physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level, the left lung is being cleansed completely. You breathe into the left lung and you release the non-acceptance of self. You breathe into the left lung and you release how you feel about yourself, all of the feelings that you have about yourself that do not serve you and do not serve the light of your love. Breathe into the left lung. And it is shining and glowing in luminescent diamond white light. Hold and release. Now you're going to breathe into the right lung, also through the bronchioles, all the way to the tip of the right lung. You're going to see this liquid diamond light filling the right lung completely, all the way to the tip in every crevice of the lung. It is recalibrating on a physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level. Filling the left lung completely, cleansing it completely with this diamond luminescent white light. And you're going to breathe into this right lung. And you're going to exhale the way you think life should be. You're going to breathe into the right lung. And you're going to exhale all thought forms about relationships. You inhale into the right lung. And you release any barrier to self-love. Releasing it completely. Inhaling so that the right lung is beautiful and bright, shiny diamond light. And you exhale all limitations on love. So now both of the lungs are shining in diamond, white, luminescent light. So beautiful, cleansed and bright. And now you're going to breathe into the heart itself. This liquid light is going to pour down into the heart and the thymus gland. It's going to fill every chamber of the heart, recalibrating, cleansing it completely. All sadness is released. On the inhalation, you breathe into the heart, hold, allow this white light to take away all the sadness and exhale, releasing the sadness from the heart. The heart is glowing from the inside and the outside in this luminescent diamond white light. And all protection of the heart is released. There is, if you see in your visualization that there is any sort of residue on the heart, this is the form of protection. You release the protection. The heart does not need protection. The love is infinite, cleansing the heart completely so that the heart is glowing and beautiful in this diamond white light. And now the level is going to fall. All of this liquid is going to fall into the breasts, filling the breast completely, all the way down the front of the torso, and all the way to the back of the torso, along the spine. The whole torso is glowing in luminescent white diamond light that is just pouring in infinitely through the head. It's like you're taking a bath in diamond light. From the inside, it's permeating every organ of the body, every cell. And now this liquid is going to pour all the way down the arms, all the way to the fingertips, filling the fingers and the palms of the hands, the forearms, all the way up the elbow, into the upper arm, all the way to the shoulders, so that the arms and from the neck down, you are a luminescent diamond white light. Now we're going to look at the throat chakra. And you're going to fill the throat chakra, which is in the center of the net and goes down the arms, with luminescent white diamond light. The throat chakra is being cleansed completely from the inside out. And you're going to inhale And you're going to release whatever you have wanted to express that you have held back. So you breathe into the throat, the voice box, the thyroid gland. They're being filled with this luminescent white light all the way down the windpipe. So the trachea and the esophagus, the veins, the nerves in the throat and the neck and the shoulders, cleansing it completely. Then you're going to breathe into the neck all the way down to the fingertips and exhale your limitations of expression, of being what you want to be, of doing what you want to do. Release it on the exhalation. If you want to make a sound on the release, then make a sound. Just breathe into the arms all the way to the fingertips and exhale all of this limitation and be free. Be you. Again, in the throat, all the way down the arms, you're going to allow the recalibration on a physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level. And allow this release again, breathing into the neck and all the way down the arms. Hold and knowing that this white luminescent diamond light is cleansing it completely and you are going to be free from it on the exhalation. You exhale and you are free of these limitations. That story is done and you can be who you were born to be on this earth. Let it go. This light is now going to pour down into the head, into the mouth and the jaw, the tonsils if you have them, and back of the throat. All of those words you wanted to say that you stopped yourself, cleansing it completely. Things that you've said you've regretted, cleansing it completely. Into the sinus. The white light is moving into the sinus and the nose and the nasal passage. All of those fears and insecurities. Just visualize the internal part of the sinus being filled with this luminescent liquid diamond light. And all of your insecurities and fears about who you are is going to be released. Inhale, hold, and exhale. And the sinus is free. These insecurities are leaving you completely. The insecurities of what you need to be like, what you need to act like. Will you be accepted or not? Breathe into the sinus. Hold and release. This liquid white light moves into the ear, the left ear first, in the canal, and the right ear as well. And into the eye sockets and the eyeballs, left side first, and then the right side. Now that this luminescent liquid white light is in the ears and the eye sockets and the eyeballs, just embrace this white diamond light for a moment and you say, I'm ready to see myself and I'm ready to be heard. And I'm ready for the message of my inner voice to be heard. I'm ready to see myself. I want to see myself. I want to see the truth of this realm and why I am here. The eye sockets are filled with luminescent white diamond light. Now it is going to also start to film from the back of the brain, and the brainstem, all the way up the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. And the ajna, which is just between the eyebrows or just above the eyebrows, is now going to be filled with luminescent white diamond light, cleansing it completely. And all of the veil of you seeing yourself in all of your magnificence is being released. You see yourself for who you are in the divinity that you are, and what is not to love in that. This magnificent being, this magnificent soul that you are, incarnate on this earth. All limitations from the mind that stop you from being the full magnificent potential you were born to be is released from the mind completely. And the brain is filled with this luminescent diamond liquid light. The ashna is clear and you can see and be without limitation. The crown is still open. And now we're going to just allow the focus to turn to the circulatory system in the body. So you're going to just visualize the circulation of the blood in the body. The circulation of the blood in the body is liquid, luminescent diamond light. You're going to see this blood as it moves from the heart to the different parts of the body and returns to the heart, all the way to the toes, the fingertips, and the top of the head. And the circulation is moving through the body in the bloodstream, so that the blood is transmuting on a physical, emotional, egoic, astral, and mental level throughout the whole body. Your blood is luminescent, liquid diamond white light. Breathe into the blood. And release any conditions on love. Breathing into the blood again, where it's shining in diamond sparkling light. You can see it, the sparkling diamond white light circulating through your veins and arteries in the whole body, ready to be love that you are. Okay, and now you're going to see also from the brain all the way down the spine and the nervous system. The nerves are going to light up on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Your nerves have lit up as magnificent diamond white light in the whole body. Just visualize the nervous system shining in luminescent diamond sparkly light throughout the whole body. And this divine light is the authority of your life, nothing else. On the inhalation, you breathe in, the nerves have lit up, and on the exhalation, you release any authority other than your own divinity in your life. Breathing into the nerves again and releasing. You're just going to see this white light now collecting itself through the lymphatic system, from the feet up the legs, all the way up the torso and up the back, and then from the fingertips up the arms in towards the heart, and from the head down through the neck to the heart chakra. And when you're going to breathe in, you know that all of the circulation that has been being released from the lymphatic system is released out of the heart with every heartbeat. And this white light is going to move now through the skeletal system. So all of the bones light up in luminescent white light. The muscular system. And through the dermis and epidermis, the whole skin. And this white light is seeping out of the body as a white luminescent mist. On the count of 3, this white luminescent light is going to intensify 1,000 times. 1, 2, 3. It has intensified 1,000 times, and you are in a magnificent, sparkly, diamond white being of light. And you say, I call on oneness to be known to me. I call on oneness to be known to me. The oneness of divine. so that there is no separation. On the count of 3, this white diamond light is going to intensify a million times. 1, 2, 3. And it has intensified a million times, and you know that this divine white light is with you and available to you in any moment. It is the essence of your being, the source from which you came and to which you shall return. And in this vibration of white divine oneness, you just feel gratitude for this transformational recalibration, for this release, for this love, for this experience. And you reaffirm, I'm ready to be love, and I'm ready to love myself. I love myself completely. You reaffirm, I love myself completely. I accept myself completely, because I know this light has released all of those limitations that stopped me from doing so. I can live in this light. I can always be with this light. Thank you for this divine light. And when you are ready, you come back to your body, fully present in this time and space, fully present here and now. Thank you.